Not to crash. Don't. Oh. Okay, there we go. Encoding overloaded. No, you ain't. No, you ain't. Calm down. Either way, hello everybody! We are back! I know it's been a little bit. Also, yes, that's going to have to stick. Too bad. You're everybody now. Oh, die. I am back. I know it's been not all that long for a hiatus, but I need a little break. Not too long a break, just a little break. So I am here. Welcome in, Apine. How you doing? Congrats, Paige, on being first. Thank you guys for joining me for today's stream. Again, wasn't gone too long. I just needed a little bit of a break. It wasn't really ever planned to be like a whole month or anything, but I was going to call it a hiatus, just in case. That's not important. My weather app gave me an alert, but it wasn't. Yeah, rest is always... Well, it gave me an alert, but it wasn't, like, weather-related, so I don't care. I will check it later. Oh, yeah, their new DLC came out. Yeah, rest is always important. If you can, just don't do something for a little bit. Just give yourself a break. I know you can't always do that, because you can't just not show up at work unless you have sick days and stuff, but if you have sick days and you really aren't feeling good, sometimes just give yourself a me day. Take a me day. Or a couple me days if you can. Give yourself an extra Friday weekend. Excuse me. Goodness. Got my little buddy. How do I fix this again? Is it decor? It's decor. I want to change my outside. No, I don't want the space. Oh, it's lagging. Did I do something to my computer? Oh yeah, I downloaded a couple of big games. That might be on me. Thanks for fun size fatting me, comment, whatever. Look at the fish. Enjoy some fish. Yeah, that's the stuff. Either way, today is going to be a nice, classic co-working day. I won't be showing you what I'm working on, because it is for the upcoming uploads to the ASMR channel, which I have not created just yet, but I will eventually. Hey Meebs, welcome in, enjoy your Lava Frosty. But yeah, that's going to be the main focus for today. I won't be showing you, but I'll be letting you know that there are updates. Oh, the thing is blocked, but the Pomodoro timer, you can't actually see that where it is. Over ever so slightly. There we go. Also, why is Spirit City stretched like that? Oh, it's off center actually, like entirely. Spirit City is way too big. Why are you too big? Why are you too big? There we go. Fix this a little bit. This top of it's kind of gonna be cut off because the top of it isn't like full screen. I don't feel like full screening it, so let's move you over just a little bit more. There we go. And turn the UI stuff off. Then you can't see the fish as well. It's complicated when it comes to this. There we go, that's a bit better. You don't have to see all of my character. Just enough of it. And we get to see the fish out the window. Wait, what happens if I try to move the activity we're in? Wait. Could I be outside the train? I never try to be outside the train when I'm in the water area. What happens if I go out here? Oh. Just fine and dandy. That doesn't seem right. It's a magic train that's underwater, who cares? Regardless, it's writing time. Moving this back over here. Turn the UI off. Move this up a little bit so it's not covered by the TTS. And then we'll start work timer once we're moving on. Got an air bubble around the walkable parts. Yeah, that would make sense. That's true. We're close to finishing second design for my 3 horse characters. Nice! Yee! Have to get to see those. What did it happen? Oh, actually, maybe this might be a weather warning, and I just didn't read it right. That's fine. We're not going to worry about that for now. But I am happy to be back, even though I will be focusing on co-working for the next little bit. Probably trying to have co-working or art Fridays back to being part of the normal schedule. Because I do want to focus on writing, well, just writing in general, but especially my ASMR scripts, writing my fanfics, because those are my little side things I've been doing. And being able to write stuff has definitely been helpful. I actually did finally start one of the first scripts. So that's been going well. Where did I put it? There it is. But yeah, I have started the first character's scripts. I'm still figuring out how I plan to do, like, the start of the channel. Like, I do kind of want to upload monthly, but I think uploading bi-monthly would make more sense. But we'll try to get there. Thank you, Agent, for the resub. Very appreciated. Welcome back to the Fae Payers. Also, if you saw me fuck up the Fae Payers in Discord, the role, you didn't. I had to restart stuff. It was annoying. The, like, Twitch Creator Club required you to authenticate your Twitch with Discord, and I had to reset my connection, so I had to completely redo the role again. This is not the first time this has happened. Last time it's because I changed my name. And apparently it doesn't like when you do that. Hope you get some good news. Also, congrats, Common, on the 57 stream streak. 75. No. Yes, 75. 57 is not the correct number at all. Oh, did you just make it to 50 dailies? Congrats. Hey, Comet, give Paige the... I think it's the Cafe Connoisseur role? You'll find it. I believe in you. My stuff is also weirdly laggy. I don't like this. Oh, you already had it. Okay, never mind. Well, if anyone doesn't, we'll double check that after stream, probably. Everyone who should have it should already have it. I don't think there's anyone who's gotten a new one yet. OBS is mad, also. Nobody has. Nobody's ready for their characters to be drawn. Which is fine and fair. Take your time. Everyone gets a funny little character sketch. I don't know what I could do to fix OBS being upset with me, but I don't care. It's gonna have to deal with it, okay? Not my problem right now. It's gotta learn to just be okay with being not the best. I put the script plans? I probably should put the script plans over here still. So I'll take your lore out of here. Oh yeah, the way I had it set up the first time was the script plans were... The script plans in there... So, well, actually, let me go back from the beginning. I recently... Comment introduced me to Ellipsis, so I've been using that. Because I really like the way it's set up. Like, they actually have folders. And you can put your stuff in your folders, which is nice. So I've been actually organizing stuff properly. So, like, all the Safe for Work scripts have their own little lore section. And... like, it's a folder for the scripts, then there's a folder for each character, and then there's a folder specifically for the lore. So I'm making sure everyone's lore is connected properly. There we go. I need to turn this back to normal. There we go. So basic. Oh yeah, sorry. We are also starting the Pomodoro timer for break. We are on work time. If you guys have any projects, art, writing, homework, anything you're supposed to be focusing on, go ahead and bring that out and work alongside the rest of us. Or just enjoy the music and the occasional yapping. I apologize as always when it comes to art streams, writing streams, co-working streams in general. I kind of tend to talk a little bit less as I try to focus. Plus, there's a... where is it? Where's my... focus mode? There we go. Focus mode for writing, which I like. Concept. I definitely will write fanfics in my free time because I miss them. I actually used to have a Wattpad account where I wrote fanfics for a completely different fandom. I will not tell you any more than that. You have not you have not earned it. No, I just don't want to go back to those times. The dark ages when I was 11 wrote not going back to those to those days. I say, even though I'm still writing fanfic. You can't stop me. It's just worse. Also, fun fact, I don't know if anyone's gonna have gotten this vibe for if you're not a friend of mine who I've talked to about, like, my horse stories. Simplish guy or the complicated-ish horse? I'm pretty sure the cafe connoisseurs only get, like, a headshot, so honestly, it's up to you. Regardless, I don't have to draw anything below, like, their chest. And mostly, like, the shoulders. So if the complicated part is their tail, that doesn't really matter, unfortunately. Just want to share this. I'm doing my Vampire the Masquerade prep for, and I can't believe I'm saying this, session 20! Yippee! You made it to 20 sessions! Probably took a whole year, I'm sorry. It takes so long to get people together for anything. One of the worst parts of D&D is trying to get everyone to be able to be there on time, same day, not be busy. It sucks. Horse heads are kind of complicated. I'm not drawing horse heads. That goes against the rules. I believe I did put rules in the, where is it? Oh no. I was supposed to have... Huh. Where did it go? I was supposed to have a post with, like, a bunch of examples and information in there. Why is it not there? Well. Oh, sorry, I bumped my mic. Guess I'm still gonna have to do that. That's fun. Horse heads as in they're humans with horse. Well, yeah, that's fine. Non-human ears are fine. Well, when you say horse heads, that makes it sound like it's a horse face. It's like, that's not, I can't draw that. That's not, unless you want like a My Little Pony little nub horse face, where they're cutesy and it doesn't actually have any actual horse anatomy, then that would be the best you're gonna get. Good luck with your Vampire the Masquerading. Right, I never figured out that part, which I guess I can work on later. Exit focus mode. But yeah, now I can draw characters with, like, funky ears as long as they still have human faces. That's acceptable. You still have your lore? Did I give you anything? Oh no, yours is still empty, that's fine. Move to... there. Do you still have your lore? You do. this back. Okay, now it's back to paragraph. You don't have a name yet. I plan to give each of the ASMR characters actual names, they just don't have them yet. They'll have to wait until they have more of a story, and then I can figure out what their name should be. Also, I 100% am bouncing between different pages. I will not ever be able to just work on one of these at once. I'm gonna have to keep going back through different pages over and over again. It is going to be the worst part of working on anything. It always has been. Unless I'm really focused on a specific thing, I am going to constantly be bouncing back and forth between topics. Everyone's getting additions to their scripts at the exact same time. Also, the main reason why I'm not allowing you guys to see what I'm writing is for two reasons. One, to avoid spoilers being on record, and two, to avoid interruption, because I don't really want suggestions for the stuff I write. I am making my stuff incredibly self-indulgent, and I do not want help. There's a spell check for a reason, so I don't need help with spelling, and I can just look it up. So it shall be private. Plus, the scripts get shared to the next tier of the Ko-fi memberships, which will be added eventually. I'll probably wait until the channel is fully up so that I can have a nice backup of, no. That's not the word I want. Well, no, because backing up something usually means to, like, save it somewhere. So what am I looking for? It's not the word I want. Backlog, that's the word I want. So I can have a nice backlog of the work I plan to show. Because the next tier of Ko-fi memberships is for specifically stuff to do with YouTube channels. So like edit highlights, the thumbnail for channel stuff, any new art for characters. So the whips and chips is like basic whips and stuff. You guys get access to shop whips, you guys get access to public art whips, stuff like that. Designs of for my Twitch channel, stuff like that. YouTube stuff is a different tier because that's going to require audio files and stuff, which is a little bit more annoying. But to be fair, I might just merge them, but then I'd have to mess with all kinds of nonsense. Regardless, not important. There's a few more things to that tier. It's just most of the video stuff goes to that tier instead. There are plans. Hey Fancy, welcome in. Thank you for joining us. We are in the middle of a active co-working session. So if you got anything you want to work on or anything you want to just do in general, feel free to grab it and work alongside us. Listen to some music, chat, do whatever you feel like. Oh, a bird stole your nuggets. Please don't eat the bird. I'm not gonna stop you, but don't eat the bird. That's not how you spell that. Well, no, it was how you spelled that. There we go. I'm pretty proud of all the worlds I'm building for the ASMR channel because each of them is like their own, well, most of them, because some characters live in the same worlds. but some of them live in completely different one-off worlds, and I'm super happy with how I've made each of them. Like, especially the one I'm working on right now is a character who is a pirate. I can't tell you more than that because she's unfortunately not just a pirate. I've decided a lot of these characters are normally monsters or some sort of, like, magical thing, because I can't stop myself from inserting magic into any scenario. Yarhar? Of course a Yarhar. The bunnies look slow. I don't know why. Don't be weird. Don't do weird stuff on me. I can't fix you. But yeah, she's a pirate, but unfortunately her world is mixed with, like, D&D. So, and I've decided, of course, why not? Every member of her crew is inspired by sea creatures and stuff like that. So, including her and her design. I think she's probably going to be, like, a merfolk pirate, so she gets to have, like, a mermaid tail, but she still has her legs. Stuff like that. Because why not? Yeah. So and the fun part too is because I'm an artist, I'm allowed to do whatever the hell I want. I'm kind of planning to make my, how do I want to say this? The art background, for anyone who's ever watched, like, roleplay ASMRs, normally people have, like, a really cool looking, art background. Usually having, like, art of the character, especially if it's a custom character. Or they'll have, like, a PNG of them they've already made before, stuff like that. I plan to do that, but I kind of plan to treat it like a fucking dating sim or just a visual novel. Where whatever, like, characters are on screen and are a part of the conversation tend to be on screen and will disappear if they're not important at the moment, or will just, like... So everyone's gonna get, like, basically visual novel PNGs. They're not gonna emote, because that's way too much to ask. But some characters are gonna be on screen and some are not. And I just think that's gonna be fun, so you can see what their design looks like if you're watching. Though for some things it'll just be like a nice illustration. If it's not for a world that has a lot of, like, different characters. The visual novels also sometimes will have, like, a illustrative screen for important scenes and stuff like that. Which I actually, I'm thinking about making them slightly animated for when it is just the, like, screen where it's just, like, a nice illustration. I don't think I'm always going to do that, but I want to try at least. I gotta blow the dust off of anime effects and use it more. I like it so much. I just like the idea of having, like, slightly animated characters in the background. All they'd be doing is, like, I guess waving side to side and blinking. But it's the little details. It's the little things that are gonna drive me nuts and I probably shouldn't do. Because, oh my god, that's so much work that will not be useful. Should I just stick to making that for my next PNG tuber? Yeah, probably. Will I? Yeah, probably. I'm probably going to take this sentence back as soon as I try and realize it's going to take me a whole month to make the illustration and illustrate it, and then I won't have any of the video edited at all. And then I'll have to get rid of it. Because that's how half my ideas go. I think, oh wow, what a cool idea, and then I realize, no. That is a whole lot of additional work that was literally not required. So much additional work that's not required. Hey, I probably should start writing down the crew. Actually, do I need to? I probably should look this up. I don't know if crews have, like, specific jobs. Guess I'm looking up pirate crew jobs. I'm gonna have a lot of stupid searches. Yeah, roles in a pirate crew. I know there's, like, captain, and that's it. The way of pirates.com. Sure. Is this a real thing about, like, historical pirates, or is this like a roleplay site? What is this? The Way of Pirates. Who is who? Pirate ranks on a ship. Pirate captains were selected because they were respected, not feared. What? Oh. Okay. No, it looks like these are in fact real. Alright, fine. I just think the fact that there's a whole website called The Way of Pirates is very silly, and I love it. Thank you, Way of Pirates. Over. And the crew. Captain. First mate. The Way of Pirates is a very fun name. I love that they took it for this one website because it's, well, to be fair, it's everything about pirates. Like, it says there's a area for famous pirates, pirate life, pirate fiction, history of piracy, which is kind of funny because, yeah, it stopped meaning what it used to mean, huh? Well, I guess there are still modern-day pirates. It's just usually when you think piracy, you don't think guy on boat stealing from other guy on boat. But we still have pirates. They are not gone. They're just not the same. I don't think you're going to see the same kind of boats anymore. Someone's hyperfixation was 100% pirates. This is actually a pretty extensive website. I love this. After the captain, the most authority on the pirate ship is the quartermaster. As a captain's right hand, he was in charge of when the captain's not around, he's the automatically could punish the man not paying demands. In charge of food and water supplies. Interesting. Sailmaster, officially charged with navigation and piloting. Okay. We'll have all of them and then I'll see which ones I want to remove. I'll just write them down at least. Pirates are a neat concept. Especially when you think of them as a fantasy thing and not real people. Pirates just sound cool. One of my favorite parts of designing clothes is tailed characters, figuring out how the pants function. It is fun. Because that's why I have to fight with my Sona a lot, is I don't like this music. It makes weird sounds. Stop it. Pick something else. It's like some ghost is yelling at me. I really don't like it. But yeah, I like characters with horns and mystical features, fantasy ears, but I cannot, for the life of me, ever get over making them make sense. Half the reason why I gave my character sheep ears is one, because I think they look cute, and two, because I needed them to be on the sides of the head because they looked weird without them. It just feels kind of wrong sometimes. I was gonna put them on top of the head, but I was like, I don't like how empty the sides of your face look. Putting them here. I think they look funnier this way. I'm gonna just want to use Bruce. I'll leave that. I will add a cook just because I want to. You do. Small crew. Shay, I don't know what that means. Shay, what is that? You have to explain. I don't know how to say with little dots on it either. Once when I was ready. Oh, rodeo with some family. Mascot was a snake? That's so cute. Wait. He's got the little pants. The classics. How would a horse wear pants? How would a snake wear pants? How would a dog wear pants? Always the silly things. Animals that don't wear pants wearing pants will always look funny, regardless of how you put them on them. But I guess if a snake accurately wanted to wear pants, it would just kind of be a sock, huh? They wouldn't really need the other pant leg, so I guess it would just be a sock. For, like, the most comfort would be a sock. Snakes have a zipper? I guess not. How would they take them on? How would they put them on? Would they just fall off eventually because of how the way snakes move? What if a snake could wear pants? It was a fur. Wait, the snake had legs? That's not a snake. Oh, I wish you had a picture of this. This is trying to figure out what the hell this looks like in my head. It's so funny. A snake with legs does not sound correct. That ain't a snake. Well, there are legless lizards, which also aren't snakes, but they don't have legs. What do I want? Actually, I don't need to change the heading. I'll just change the boldness. None of you have names. So you all just get to be called question mark. I hope you can find it. That'd be so funny. Also, yes, it is important to make sure that it's not somewhere near you, which is good. Don't share information about things that are actually near you. Never. Never a good idea. IRL information should always be private. Based on... I don't know what animal I'm going to put base you on. I do think I know which one I want. This one. Oh, I was going to also recycle some of my old characters, because that was half the point of this. A lot of these characters are either recycled concepts I didn't do much with, or like characters I drew once, was like, eh, and then decided to bring them back. So... I guess I kind of already know what you look like then. I don't know why you're getting shot this time. I don't even know what you're talking about. Normally you cut yourself off when it's something that's like, just like palm-y or something. I don't... What cool thing? That doesn't tell me enough of why I should be mad at you. Are you gonna be the first move? Quartermaster. What are you originally gonna... Oh no, did you found the snake? Amazing. Right above cook is where you go. Did you get the mouse out of your house? Or is it still in there? It's named Fang, of course, right. What else would it be called? Imagine France piece of ship broke off to an SS, so ignore only to watch in awe. It's a time travel? Oh, wait, so there's an old ship that's still in active use from the 1740s. That's hilarious. It's just still in use. That's amazing. To be fair, they worked before. They should work now. It's just probably not as efficient. I love that. Alright, please tell me I didn't exit. There we go. Alright, I gotta choose one of these. Can't choose these, actually. One thing I've kind of always made a rule of is not, when it comes to D&D stories, I try to avoid stories that, like, I'm making, not just my D&D campaigns. Like, I try to avoid using stuff that's copyrighted because Wizard of the Coast is bitch. They have copyrighted tiefling, so I always worry about using that. Copyright. So I'm gonna probably call them something else. I also might not, because I don't know how much I care. Oh, they have a fan content policy. Let's read this. Also, we got 2 minutes left on the work timer. I will be taking a little break from my screen. Once that is, once our work timer is up for break time. Engineer, a lot of questions. In short, Wizards IP, fan confidence, go for the same rules on the playground. Share freely, keep it clean, don't hurt others. Can't require payments, surveys, download subscriptions, or email registration to access your fan content. You cannot sell or license fan content to any third parties. I mean, no, it's like they copyrighted tieflings because I think they made up the word. I don't think it was originally a word anywhere else. Kind of like how orcs and elves have always been in like mythology. You know our video trailers are awesome, but don't use videos, music, government, for third parties. Please don't use any of our music. Robux tokens. Free. Logos and trademarks. Fan content cover pretty much anything you created based on incorporating our IP. Fan content includes fan art, videos, podcasts, blogs, websites, streaming content, tattoos, altars to your clerics, deities, etc. The key is that it is your creation. That should go without saying, but fan content does not include the verbatim copying of... Yeah, so basically if you make anything related to D&D, yeah, that's where the problem comes in. Just really... I'm still reading this because now I'm just curious, but I have stopped typing. Straight up, just anything you make that relates to D&D, they don't want you putting behind paywalls and stuff, which becomes complicated. Because videos come out early on Patreon, but they're still going to be available eventually. It's not like they're stuck there. You can't require payments, surveys, downloads, subscriptions, or email registration to access your fan content. Well, that's not gonna work because I'm pretty... Well, no, I guess you can use YouTube signed out anyway, so I guess that does work. Can't sell or license. Yeah, I don't plan to do any of that. Your content must be free for others, including wizards, to view, access, share, and use without paying you anything, obtaining your approval, or giving you credit. Though that I don't know how that doesn't make sense depending on what it is, because what do you mean? Your fan content must be free for others to use, including Wizards of the Coast, which no, to view, access, share, and use without paying you anything. Like, no, you may not just take my character's art and use it for whatever you want. That seems weird. If you make art of our thing, we get to use it if we like to. And they must do it as well without giving you credit, which is also an interesting choice. Like, I don't know if that's what they think this means. No, yeah, because it straight up means... They literally say includes fan art, videos, podcasts, blogs, websites, streaming content, tattoos. Like, what do you mean you can use my tattoo? Are you gonna take it off my skin and wear it? Like, what does that mean? Either way, it's break time. I'm gonna go see that weird snake. Oh, it's just a dude. I thought you meant it was like an art of the, it's just a god. Wait, that's so cute though. I kind of love that. It looks really cool. I love that there's just a snake fursuit person. God, the tail. The tail being that big at the back is so funny. I love that. Do they mean fan art specifically of, like, their own? Well, no, because if it's podcasts, too, like, what? A podcast that talks about D&D in one episode, everyone can, like, use sound clips of it? And content does not include copying, reposting, books, cards, regardless of whether the content is distributed for free. Yeah, it's... Huh. So, like, if you talk about Magic the Gathering at all, people are just allowed to, like, use everything you make? Can I create a fan page about your games and use the art? Yes, you can. Using art on my fan page that includes one of the trademark logos. Don't remove them. Does fan content include web videos and live streams? Yes, we love it. Just follow the policies outlined. My fan content is free to access, but may I take donations? Yeah. You said that I can't license third-party money for money. Okay, you can still get money from, like, Twitch or YouTube if you're streaming there. That's fine. Partner prones, other licensing fan content, energy compensations. You'll need our advance. Okay. What does it mean to get the beholder eye tattooed? Yeah, that's fine. Does policy affect content policies like dungeons? Policy applies to fan content generally. If Blizzard partners specific guidelines. Need fan content. Oh yeah. Can I sell my fan content online or at conventions? No, we are fine with you producing fan content for your own enjoyment, to give as a gift or to post online, but we do not allow people to sell Blizzard-related content without our permission. So you can't, like, make merch of it. Okay, I guess that makes sense. But do they mean merch of your own character as well, or, like, official characters? Does this mean that Wizards of the Coast can use and display my fan content? Yeah, that's just a main part of this. Is anyone should be allowed to use anything you make if it's based off of Wizards of the Coast stuff? I want them to be a bit more specific, because when you say fan art, do you mean fan art of the character I made or fan art of the official characters? Because that's a different thing. Friends and I run our D&D campaigns online in private groups. We're required to log in, sign, and access the game. And you can require private group games that doesn't violate our conditions. You freely access fan content. Huh. So stricken reason reason program damaging. I guess? Because it says fan art, but like... I guess because videos would usually be covering stuff to do with D&D. Podcasts would be similar things. Like, for example, any D&D podcast. You know one, at least. Probably, by now. Critical Role, Legends of Evantris, those are two ones I like. Like, that would count. Their stuff is all free. Streaming content, tattoos... Those count as both streaming content and podcasts, I think. But those are like covering officially licensed things technically. Like they're using a pre-made book, which is Roots. I think is owned by Wizards. Actually, I don't know if Roots is owned by Wizards. Or is technically even Dungeons and Dragons. I know it is, but like I don't know if it's made by them and therefore they own it. Or like I guess when people make like Kickstarters for games, they're not D&D, they're something different. They're just a different TTRPG. Interesting. Like, it probably means official characters when it says fan art, so I'm going to take it as that, but that still means that technically, if I'm using... Well, then again, I'm also not using D&D at all. I'm quite literally just going, hey, this seems like a D&D campaign. I'm not using the books, I'm not rolling any dice, I'm not using anything official, and I'm avoiding trademark stuff. But I should probably still avoid tieflings. In case they decide, no, actually. How dare your tiefling OC be used behind a paywall? I wasn't looking for this. This is helpful. I was trying to figure out... Because I remember before... I don't know how we got there. But we were looking at, like, all the things that Wizard of the Coast has copyrighted in, like, the list of stuff that's currently trademarked or whatever. I'm trying to find where that is. Yeah, it probably should have to be a different name. I mean something like that. I'm not gonna call them tieflings. That's what I said earlier. That's what I meant. Is I'm not gonna call them tieflings, therefore I'm not using them. They're not gonna be a part of the game, even if something else is called, like, Devilkin, like Shay was saying earlier. I was probably gonna call them demi-demons, because I just like using the word demi. What's this? Games license, disease. Okay, press search with logo. What's this? What have I found? I don't know what's this. Definitely don't know how to feel about the fact that, sure, like, you can make stuff, but it's not yours anymore, basically. You don't own it if you want to make something. It's just a little weird and a little worrying, in all honesty. Where did I find this before? I don't remember how we got there. But that's how I figured out that tieflings, the word itself was copyrighted. It was somewhere. I thought I just looked up copyright to see if it was, but maybe I looked up tiefling copyright? Some are, some aren't. Halflings, yeah, halflings aren't copyrighted, but the hobbits are. Which I do think is funny. Demi's a fun word, very underused, so I make more stories involving monsters. I'll say demi-humans more. Oh yeah, demi-humans is fun. Where is it? What is this? Best fan. This is from D&D Beyond. I have fallen down a different rabbit hole, mostly because I still wouldn't figure out what website had like that information. I'm trying to find it. Is it this D&D and IP? What is this web? No. I want like the place where you get trademark lists. I don't want your information about it. Okay, it's not specifically copyrighted, it's trademarked. Or at least that's the word I should be using, I guess. Trademark can be a word, phrase, symbol. Oh, right. Yeah. Trademark is quite literally the word you have to use, because copyright means the entire work itself. While trademarking is like a phrase, a symbol, stuff like that. So yeah, tiefling is trademarked. They own the word because they actually made it, I think. I don't think it existed beforehand. Which means they kind of are allowed to do that. So yeah, you can't like legally use tiefling in a story that you're selling or something like that. But they can just exist. Demonic humanoid tieflings are included in the SRD. What is this about? To some extent, Wizards of the Coast can claim copyright or trademark over certain game elements like tiefling that don't have a particular mythology basis, but that copyright does not extend to the concept that the name represents. Yeah, so you can't use the specific name. It is actually trademarked. It's probably for the best to just leave it be and change it to something else. Because they don't get to own the concept, but they do get to own the name. I can't remember if Azamars are also copyrighted, but Again, I can't find the specific website where people had that information. Where I think it was just like a copywriting site. Because there is just a website where you can just look through everything. I guess copyright database, maybe that'll bring it to me. Is it you? Is it you, U.S. Copyright Public Record System? Ah! Look up tiefling. I don't know if anything happened. Oh, some people tried to copyright them for other things. There's Wizard of the Coast, yeah. Player's Handbook Racist Tieflings is the full title. Alright, because it's trademarks, technically, not copyrights. But whatever. Yeah, they do own it. I found it. I don't know if I can see whatever else they own. Can I see what else they own? I do. I can. If you click on them, you can see everything that they technically own. Arcane Power. Did you see? Wait, do you just own Arcane Power? Huh. Just like the word? I don't know if this counts as their trademarks. Since they're not the same thing. Okay, oh, this one doesn't work. I've seen that word or that acronym. I don't know what that means. What does SRD mean? What's that for? System Reference Document. Aha. So they just own Arcane Power Archmage? No, they don't own Archmage. I don't think you're allowed. Did they actually create Archmage? I guess maybe they did. Yeah, type of work, text. Okay, apparently Wizard of the Coast has copyright or trademarked Archmage. You can't use that. Beholders are also trademarked by them. Makes sense. I don't think those existed beforehand. Oh, it's the visual material, so I guess it's the way they look, not just... Maybe it's not just their name. This is the Beholder, so... Brass Dragon Codex, Brimstone Angels? No, this is text. I guess specifically Brimstone Angels is something they own. You can't have Bronze Dragon. No. Visual, okay, type of work, visual material. So I think this is like the art for it? When it says visual material versus text? Text means the word is trademarked, I think. I don't believe so, considering Archmage is in Elder Scrolls, but I could be wrong. It says text. So, or did it actually? Let's go back. Did it say text? I'll go back to work eventually. Archmage, yeah, Archmage says text. Arcane Power also says text. So I don't know if they, like, owned the trademark for that, or what? Registered, because it's copyright. Associated records, names and individual organizations may be spelled in different ways. Name director to see similar. Oh, Disney Productions are different. Okay, cool. So I guess this is everything they've registered. Maybe they don't decide to do stuff sometimes. Yeah, we always have some sort of weird... Well, to be fair, technically this is not me going off on a tangent. This is important because I need to know if I can get sued or not. I mean, Tiefling's my fucking ASMR channel. The Champions. You can't own the Champions. That does not count. Why should that count? Dawnbringer text. You can't have Dawnbringer. That doesn't even sound... That just sounds like a mildly cool thing. You can't just have that. Greedy fuckers. You did not copyright Deathmark. Maybe they did try to sue and they were just like, no. You can't just keep doing this. Divine Power also copyrighted as text. Description book. So I guess if you use it, they can get mad at you and tell you no, rename it. Damn, this is stupid. You did not copyright Dungeon. You can't own that. Yeah, visual material. Description, board game. Yeah, I bet. Oh, you have Dungeon copyrighted twice. Is it Dungeon specifically with the exclamation mark? Do the exclamation marks and periods mean something here? Dungeonology. That's rude. That does sound kind of cool, though, I guess. Because, like, so many of these are, like, the actual names for the Dungeons and Dragons books, and others are just like, what? Why do you get that? Copyright post sales records mandated. That's weird. Wonder why it muted it. I don't even know what I'm just kind of looking through because I just want to see what this is. This copyright system, in addition to information for earlier categories, now includes images and searchable metadata from card catalogs. Film record restriction records. This is so interesting. I guess they've copyrighted some kind of stupid words in my opinion, but whatever. The Edge of Chaos is registered. I think some of these are like items, I guess, or maybe they're like the chapter titles. Why can you have the Godborn? What if someone wants to call something else Godborn? Well, guess you're gonna have to go with just regular demigod. Don't try to call them anything cooler. Don't call anything Graveborn either. Yeah, I guess that's true. They are adding a lot of "the" to words that are pretty normal. You did not copyright Hero. That can't be right. It's not the hero or anything. It literally is just Hero. There has to be like some special thing about this because there's no way the word hero is just in here. Because that would never work. I'm looking up is the word hero copyrighted because that can't be correct. Oh, apparently someone tried to copyright superhero. Didn't work. Well, actually, no, sorry. It was copyrighted and then people removed it because they were like, well, you just can't have that. Currently owned by DC and Warner Bros. Discovery, Marvel Entertainment, so only Walt Disney. Joint ownership was back in the 1960s. Two major competitors established, however, recent developments changed the status. The U.S. Patent and Trademark Office canceled some of these trademarks. This cancellation occurred when DC and Marvel failed to respond to a challenge asserting the term had become generic. Despite past trademark protection, individual entries can use the word superhero. I guess that's why. Oh my goodness. Wait, that's why you normally don't see superheroes being written down in like actual works. It's usually like just hero. Like, for example, My Hero Academia quite literally doesn't use the term superhero, I don't think once. I thought they just didn't feel like it. I think it's because it was technically trade remarked. I thought they just didn't want to, or wanted to shorten it to just hero. I didn't realize superhero was actually copyrighted at some point. Interesting. This is also really recent. All of these posts about her from 2024. This happened very recently. It's not bringing up hero specifically, so I guess it's not trademark because it's only talking about superhero. Interesting. Okay, I don't think hero is copyrighted. I don't know why it says it here is hero is copyrighted by Wizards of the Coast, but whatever. Maybe maybe all of the words in their books are specifically copyrighted. It's so weird that it just says hero though, as if they own that specific word. Which means what do they own here and what don't they? Okay, let's click on a random thing from, because I'm in the Magic the Gathering section now. Which one? Let's go with Commander 2016. I'm sorry, why is this called Breed Lethally? I have a different question now. What? Why is one of the cards named Breed Lethally? Why is that a commander? Is my second question. Faceless Menace. Why is it called that? I don't like that. I'm scared. I'm going back to the hero one to see what happens. Okay, well, this will be the last thing. I'll put it away. Hero text, title, application title. It's 2016. COO correspondence? What does this mean? COO correspondence. Description, book, specific page. COO correspondence apparently means in care of, addressed to receive the mail at a location where you aren't the primary residence or holder. Oh, I guess if you want to... What does this mean? The copyright note is just to message them? What? It's a certificate. Hey Wolf, I think Wizard of the Coast has technically copyrighted heroes for a decade? The word hero? I can't be fully certain, but I'm pretty sure. Weird. This can't be right. This just doesn't seem right. Or they might have trademarked it. I'm not sure. This website says just the word hero is in Wizard of the Coast's like list of things they have copyrighted. I'm not sure how that works. I'm not sure if I care. They clearly don't because other people have used hero before in their stories and they're not trying to sue them. At least I don't think. If they have, it didn't work, but like I'm so confused. Either way, also, okay, there was a reason I was doing this, by the way. I was looking into what D&D or Wizard of the Coast had copyrighted for something I'm working on for the ASMR channel. Regardless, you cannot name something tieflings if you don't want to get sued. Just call them something else. Call them anything else. I don't think they own mimics, do they? Well, if they did, then wouldn't have, what is it? If they owned mimics, they would have sued, Monster Prom or Monster Con, because they have a mimic character. So I assume not. They especially wouldn't have made him one of the main characters there if they owned the concept of mimics, I think. Maybe I should look up if Mimic is copyrighted. Wait, yeah, actually no, it can't be because it's also used in Dungeon Meshi and a lot of other things that are like D&D adjacent or RPG adjacent. I'm sorry, who the fuck looked up "Are Mimics real"? Okay, I'm gonna read off just the first few things that comes up when I put in "Are Mimics." Are mimics real? Are mimics real or fake? Are mimics dangerous? Are mimics magical? Are mimics real IRL? Are mimics real life? Are mimics in Lethal Company? Are mimics evil? Are mimics real in real life? How many times did people look this up? Are mimics harmful? I think the second to last one and the last one are the funniest to me. Are mimics flammable? How often did people look that up because they were just like, I'm gonna burn the whole fucking room down. I'm not going in here. That is so fucking hilarious to me that enough people look that up to be like, I ain't doing this shit. I'm not going in that room. Yeah, I cast Fireball. Like, get rid of it. Get rid of it. Or I guess maybe it was DMs looking it up to be like, do they die from this? Like, immediately? Let's see. And then the last one is, are mimics real and can they hurt you? But also, it's not you spelt out, it's just the letter. That one's just the funniest to me because so many people asked if mimics are real. And then the last one is just, are they real and can they hurt you? Like, how many times did people look this up? It's so funny, and in different ways. I mean, technically, yes, it's called an orchid mantis. Yeah, there's a lot of creatures that, like, mimic other things and other animals. So yes, technically, but it's just so funny. Ah, mimics are generally considered OGL, open game license. Aha! Here's a lister in Zab. Thank you for the self-care spell, agent. I will, in fact, stretch. Sorry, I looked up, there's a website that's telling me which ones are actually copyrighted, though. So first on the list is the Beholder and the Gawath. I don't know what that is. But yeah, Beholders are copyrighted. I don't know what this ugly-ass thing is. Oh, Displacer Beast is copyrighted. That sucks. They're cool looking. Carrion Crawler is the thing I called ugly because it's ugly. Oh, Give Yankee are copyrighted. That makes sense. Mind Flayers are copyrighted. That makes sense. That makes sense. Umber Hulk, I don't know what you are. The Solard, which just looks like a shark rhinoceros man. Yuan-Ti are copyrighted. That's fair, I guess, because they're basically just like, you couldn't copyright other options, but they're like snake-headed snake guys. You just have to call them something else, because there's a simpler concept in Ninjago, funnily enough, which are just the same thing, but they look like Legos, so just call them something else. I think they're literally just called the Serpentine. Oh god, the OGL, not again. Oh no, what happened? Okay, I can use my Mimic character, though. He's technically not any specific RPG. He's fine to use. What is this? Wait. What is Wizards Open Game License? What is this? Oh, it also says SRD. It's the thing you were talking about earlier. Oh, it's back. Why are you back? Why are these pages empty? I don't think they loaded. Mimic is not listed as a protected identity and considered an open game license. I don't think mimics are copyrighted. So I guess I need to look up a list of what isn't copyrighted. There was a scandal with OGL back in 2023. Are we just gonna... This is the rest of the stream, guys. I'm sorry. I'm so nosy. I'm glad you like this side quest, because it ain't done. Open game license. Scandal. Got the C. Ooh, let's see. I found a Reddit post explaining it. Let's read, shall we? Quick breakdown plus the original copyright laws. Most regular copyrights essentially state, we own this thing, nobody can use it, reference, copy, or modify this thing without our permission. In the early 2000s, Wizards of the Coast published the OGL, Open Game License, with a public copyright. It essentially states, we own this thing, D&D, but any member of the public can use, reference, copy, or modify our work and publish it under the same license as long as you follow these rules. Oh no, is that the thing we were just doing earlier? OBS Studio disconnected, reconnecting. No, the fuck you don't. OBS, please. OBS is tired of me. Uh-oh, attempts 4. Can y'all hear me? Ah, shit. Oh, yep, I see the blue screen. Okay, well. Oh, am I back? I see it. Hey, we're back. Okay, I'm gonna close the Reddit tab now. Though I am gonna put it in the chat if anyone wants to go and read up on it. You know. For your own oh, OBS does not want me to copy it. Okay, OBS really doesn't like this. I'm going to share the Reddit post that I was reading, though. We're gonna put it away. Oh, you know what? The real reason why OBS wasn't letting me do that is because I did say before that I don't want to become a React channel. And technically, reading someone else's post without explaining it or showing the information makes me just as bad as React channels that don't credit the videos. And you know what? Thank you, OBS, for calling me out on my shit. I think it's just tired of the D&D stuff, though. I think OBS is quite literally telling me to shut the fuck up about the D&D thing, so we're just gonna move on now, okay? Cool. Sorry about that. Either way, the Pirate World is in fact not a D&D campaign, and it's not inspired by D&D. Yup. I'm just gonna remove the whole dragon, kobold, lizard folk thing, just for safety's sake. Probably goblin for safety's sake, too. Whoopsies. No more of that. Go back to your project. What? It's making me go back to my project, but it's about to be break time. I guess I never actually took my break because I was too busy reading, so, this time during break time, I will go grab myself some water, some fresh water. I'm not out of water, I just don't have as much as I would like. Here's Pirate Girl. I'm gonna change the name of this. I don't need... Pirate... I know the information's in here. Load, damn it. There we go. Alright, fine. Going back to work. Even though I have 3 seconds to go back to work. I'll make a little area to list what characters everyone's based off of. At least one of them has to be a shark. You can't stop me. One of them has to be a shark. And they are going to be Golden Retriever energy. Based on a shark. Personality, of course. I don't know if every character actually looks like, I don't know if every character actually looks like the animals they're based off of, but they are based off of them. That's all that matters. Will this character probably just get sharp teeth and therefore they're a shark? Yep, probably. Or maybe everyone in this world is like merfolk. Who knows? I say, knowing. Eventually I'll know. Oh man, this is quite the list. I'm sorry I spent like almost an hour probably talking about this, but also I'm not, I was curious. We do this every time. I get sidetracked, we do something for like 40 minutes, I go back. OBS usually doesn't stop me from being sidetracked though. Ooh, I wonder what you guys are gonna get. Did you get the little, well, I guess I don't want to say for those who don't know, but did you get the like animini's? Or I think that's what they're called. Little random guys. I think they've been doing that for every episode, haven't they? Where they have like the little box where it'll give you a random character. Yeah. I hope you get something cool, or at the very least, I hope you get what you want. Mild spoilers, because I'm still mad about this. What do you mean there's no Gangle? I want that stupid one. I wanted the one scene. You know the one. I'm not going to say it. But I wanted the Gangle one. There's no Gangle one. Alexa's been beating up from delivery. No! Hopefully they're fine. Yeah, to be fair, making sure that I'm not going to get sued on my ASMR channel is kind of important, but most of it was because I just wanted to not do what I was supposed to be doing. Okay, I was curious and I didn't want to work on my thing. Yeah, I think the joke is just that in the show they keep forgetting Orbsman keeps showing up, therefore Gangle doesn't show up in the merch. But like, come on. Hi. I want Gangle merch. I like her. She's me. She's a depressed little artist. I love her. Alright, I'm gonna close this because I don't need to. I'm not gonna read about the pirates right now. What did you do again? What was this one? The master is in charge of navigation. Right. Also, 100% one of these characters is going to be based off of a monkey. Or a parrot. Or both. I don't know, I just think like the monkey on a ship is funny. I don't know why there's like the monkey pirate thing. I don't know where that comes from. I'm not gonna look it up. We're not doing this again. I'm not looking it up. I'm holding myself back really hard to not look up why there's pirate monkey thing. It's probably someone on a pirate ship actually had a pet monkey. Barrel of Monkeys game? Maybe. Or just because they're known for stealing shit. Wait, sorry, right, I'm supposed to be on break time. I'm gonna stop typing now. But like, what is it? Because actually, funnily enough, I don't know which country it is, but there's like a bunch of just like natural, like I almost said naturally spawning. This isn't fucking Minecraft. We're talking about real life. Just actual, like, they're just the normal species that live here. There's just a bunch of monkeys, and they like to steal shit because tourists will have to give them food. They'll like steal your phone, and sometimes they'll just steal it in general. But most of the time, they've learned if they steal items from people, they'll get snacks in return for them. So they'll steal your stuff and wait for you to give them food until they return it. It's so funny that they've learned. But also, technically they're pirates. I think technically they're blackmailing you. I don't know if they're actually pirates, but they are blackmailing you. The monkeys have learned. It's really fucking funny, in my opinion. They've just learned. Or maybe it's just also because if an animal could steal, it probably would be, like, easiest for a cute little guy. Sneak up on you. Because, like, I feel like you'd really notice a bird flying straight at you in whatever shiny you have. Though I would argue that seagulls should be seen as pirates if we're gonna go based off of birds that steal shit. They steal. They steal a lot. Mostly food. They steal a lot. I don't know if I want you to be. You know what? No, we'll have a parrot instead. And it will be you. There's a site that pre-orders Honkai merch. Oh. Hey, that's cool. Creatures. Ooh, I definitely want... Actually, I don't know how to design that, but I do want one of these. The reason why monkeys and parrots are associated with pirates because they were trade. Oh, exotic pet trade. That makes sense. Okay, so it's just because they were pets. And they were pets that most people didn't have. Therefore, put them on boat. Let's see. And then you're going to be based off of... you know what? I'm gonna base you off of my favorite thing. One of them's gonna be based off of sea bunnies. Okay, here, before I get back to work timer, I'm gonna pause it, go grab myself some more water, and then I will be back. Alright, I'm back. Resume. Resume and skip. Back to work time. No, not again. Wait, is my recording still going as normal? I don't know what happens to the recording when this happens. Know what happens to the stream though? It gets fucked. Don't do this. Don't do this to me. Oh yes, please. I probably have to do something to help fix my computer. Okay, it looks like we're back. Hi guys. So I might have to check on my computer. It's done it twice today now. I don't like that it keeps doing this. Still thinks the bitrate is kind of fucked, but that's just fine and dandy. Oh, that sucks. Anyone but Orbs, man. Yeah, okay. What are we thinking? Do we keep attempting stream? Because this is the second time OBS has decided to try and disconnect. I want to continue stream is the problem, but I don't know if it's going to keep doing this, and I might need to check on my computer's, like, general health and mess with it, which requires me to unplug the computer entirely and open it. Gotta look at its guts. To be fair, I probably should regardless. But I can always wait a little bit longer. Actually, you know what? We'll give it till the next time it tries to disconnect, and then I'll unplug it. Because unfortunately, this is kind of what it did when my computer died the first time, and completely stopped me from streaming, and then tried to kill all of my stuff. So I'm probably going to do a backup before I mess with it. Though it did it far frequently. Oh no. Frames are dropping. Oh no. It's about to happen again. Alright, well, I guess I just said if it does it a third time, then we're ending, and there it goes. Once it comes back, I'm just gonna raid Entei. Actually, I don't know if I have to wait. I think I can just start the raid and then... Oh, hey! Sorry, welcome back. We are starting a raid. What do you fucking mean there's 10 people here? Well, either way, hi, thanks for joining me. You're getting kicked out. I'm sorry. I literally said if it does it a third time, we're ending stream and I'm sending y'all somewhere else, so it literally did it immediately after. I'm gonna check on my computer self, figure out what the fuck's going on with it. You guys enjoy Entei and Wolf who are playing some Minecraft together, doing a little chaos. Thank you guys for joining me. It sucks that the day I come back from a hiatus, my computer decides to start having problems, but it's fine. I have all weekend to get it figured out. We'll see what happens. I'll keep you guys updated. Literally the only way I can tell you if it stopped is the next time I stream, but we'll find out. I'm gonna do my deep clean that I'm supposed to do every, the weekend of each month, first weekend of each month. And we'll see from there. Thank you guys for joining me. Sorry we couldn't do this longer. I really hope this isn't anything big because, again, last time my OBS would have consistent problems reconnecting and disconnecting. I wasn't able to stream for an entire year. Really not looking forward to it being that again. So we will see. Thank you guys for joining me. I'm a little pissed off, but I will see you on Monday at 5 p.m. EST, hopefully. Thanks for joining me. Have a good time. Bye-bye! Please.